Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Survival with me, your host, Duty Boy. I am standing here in the newly refurbished home that I built a couple of episodes ago. You may have noticed there's some new paintings, and things are things are not quite what they were a couple of episodes ago. I had a full rack of bookshelves that I was able to use to enchant anything up to level 30. Those bookshelves are now gone, and some of the paintings are not quite in the right place because we had a fire. We had a fire, and then we had a second fire, and that's because of the burning hearth right down here on this level. As you can see, Fritz is keeping an eye on it, but finally we just sort of had to disable fire tick. I really tried, hey, come out here, boy. I really tried to sit. Okay. I tried with building the chimney with this area. These two right here are the fire blocks, and I tried to count up 4 levels before I put a piece of wood, and it should be clear out to either side. But the wood up here just kept catching on fire, and it kept happening when I was like on the far side of the mountain over there, when I was basically trying to excavate ice from an ice lake over there, or when I was over at that village checking things out. So it just got so frustrating, and I used up so much of my wood. I'm still so low on oak logs, relatively speaking, and my spruce wood too. But I've been trying to recover. We can recover. So today on our episode, what we're going to do is we're going to look into villager breeding because it's time. This is where my base is going to go, right? Remember. And I want to show you a coordinate here real quick. So our Z there is at about 300, right? Like in this area. So I think that this is probably actually a little bit closer over to here is probably where the center of my base is going to go. And then all my farms and mob grinders and whatnot will be arranged around it. So now we are going to fly over here to the village, where we have a couple of villagers that we can probably use, and quite a few that we can't. Here's a guy, for example. So I'm going to get out my ender chest, and I'm going to get out some items that I made specifically for this mission. I made some rails, and I made some mine carts. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy in a mine cart. Oh, wow, he just zipped off all of a sudden. Might have been a bit of lag. So now very quickly I'm going to put him in a minecart. And there he is. So now I can basically put him into a village breeder. Now I've got to find the other guy who doesn't have a profession. There he is. What's he doing on the rooftop? Oh my gosh, he just committed suicide. Like, right in front of me. That is so traumatizing. That must be very traumatizing for you. You're supposed to be here to protect this village. And that guy just jumped off that roof and killed himself right in front of you. Oh my goodness. These are tragic events. You know what? The situation is not unrecoverable because I do know that there are a couple more guys sitting over here. Oh, and a zombie. That's good. Oh my goodness, there's like a monster horde in there. All right, so we do have this situation over here, right? We have the zombie villager. We have the zombie villager reclamation lab, which is one of these structures that's always below a igloo. Oh, there's a potion of weakness here. Okay, so all I need is a golden apple, and then I can rescue this guy. But this other guy over here, he doesn't even have a profession, so I might be able to get him just by working a little magic through the door here. Got him. So now all I need to do is use rails to move these two guys to where I'm going to build my villager breeder. Now, I've been thinking a lot about this. So right over there, this is the area where I'm going to build my base. In this big clearing right here, I'm going to dig all the way down to the bedrock, and then I'm going to arrange my farms all the way around it. I'm wasting my rockets. And then I think that this big mountain is probably the best place to build my villager breeder. So I've been working really hard to try to figure out how to breed villagers in Minecraft 1.14.3. Wait a minute, this is a completely different village. Oh my goodness. Where am I? Oh, I'm at positive 79 now. And I found another village. Oh my goodness, these guys are all even dressed differently. This is so awesome. He's a leather worker. Hey, buddy. Oh, this is awesome. I've got so many villagers to use. So then I think over here is the other village. No, that's the cove where I've been getting my ice. And then over here is the other village. I had no idea. I mean, I literally just discovered that on camera, that there was another village right there. They're so close together, it's kind of crazy. So anyway, this mountain right here, yeah. This is the mountain that I'm going to build my villager breeder inside of. And then from that villager breeder, I'm going to truck villagers or transport villagers over here to where my base is. Oof. So I'm here in a creative test world in super flat mode to show you what I've been working on. So I'd like to credit a couple people. I've been watching videos all day, and I'd like to credit those people with providing the research that helped me to come up with this. But this is a working villager breeder in 1.14.3. No snapshot, just this one. So the idea of this, the beds have to be available. They have to be right here so that the villagers think that they can get to them. As you can see right now, they think that they can get out of these trapdoors, but they can't. And we got the trapdoor over their head to keep them in place, and then we actually have a trapdoor at their waist as well, so that when we throw food at them, they won't be able to drop it. So the way to get these guys in here is you have to leave the bottom trapdoor open. These guys are all sitting on iron rods, which is pretty typical for a village breeder. And then there's a little collection chamber below. And above, so all of this is trapdoors, and then arranged around the ring are a bunch of beds, because villagers need beds in order to breed. So in order to get them into the chambers, you want to use temporary blocks. I've used a bunch of leaves here. And then you would probably use mine carts to roll somebody up to the side here and then drop them into the chute, just like that. And once you've got two in there and they're cooperating roughly, you can drop them in there, close the hatch on top of them, and get rid of the leaves. And then you need to carefully move around them and close this trap door. Now I can throw, you want to throw like 9 stacks of carrots at them, just like this. And if it's daytime, they will start breeding pretty quickly. There you can see already they've got the beds they need and they're ready to start breeding. Now when they drop some little guys, and we might actually get like a little guy pop out here in a second. Yep, there goes one of them right there. So as you can see, the little guy is collected. They fall into this chute, and then they are skyrocketed 150 blocks up into the air into a chamber. See, so this is pretty basic in here. And this is an idea that came from Nembon MC. I want to go ahead and credit him with that. The little guys will drop into this chamber from the breeders above, and then they will move through this block into this water chute, which will then shoot them up to the top, where they will be held in a kind of reservoir up here. Now, the reason we take them 150 blocks away from the breeder is so that they will forget those beds that were down there. And then when they get up here, as you can see, there are a bunch of little ones collected in this area right here. So let me hop into spectator mode and get out to the side here. There's a little chamber there where they can all be collected, and they can wait until they get bigger. And when they get bigger, their heads are going to be in this water block right here, and that'll cause them to automatically fight to survive. They will climb up to this area where they will be washed over into the other chamber. Now these guys are waiting until this sunlight activated device opens up, and then all these guys can drop. So at this point, I'm going to set the time to night. All right, there they go, and they're all going to drop down, and I'm going to drop with them into this chamber, and then this little reservoir will push them to the corner, and then I wonder why another one didn't come out. Why doesn't this work? Oh, there's supposed to be a torch on this side of this thing, right? Yes, that's how it works. There's supposed to be a torch there that was missing. Quick disclaimer, guys. I mess with my settings in my recording software. So for the rest of this video, there's going to be a black bar at the top. That's my fault. It's not your video or your television, and I apologize. Moving on. Welcome back, guys. So I've dug down to the bedrock level, as you can see here. I'm well under the mountain, which is 95 blocks high. Should conceal this pipe pretty well. I did have a little mishap. I put a bucket of water at the top of that chute, and so that I could go up and down in just the regular water. But guess what? It froze up at the top, so now there's no more water. So I look forward to solving that problem later. Anyway, I've got the capture chamber built here, and I just wanted to show you some basics about how we're going to proceed to get the iron bars in here and whatnot. So the iron bar needs to go up at this level, and I'm just going to put it against a temporary block, and then we're going to do the same on this side. And then we need to get one in the middle. And okay, so now we're ready to put the trapdoors in at the top. I've got maybe enough trapdoors here, I'm not sure, but anyway, we're just going to go ahead and put them all around the top like this. We're also going to put one, shift click to put one there and put it down, because that's where the villager is going to go. And then I'm just going to continue around the top like this and quickly go around and put these in here to save you guys some time. All right, and that's it. All right, so now down here, this is a little water chute that will allow the little guys to kind of come in here. There needs to be another piece right there, so we need a sign at the back of, here, correct. So that way the water doesn't overflow this area. And then we need another bucket of water right there. So I actually only have 2 buckets of water, and I'm going to go ahead and put these in here, and then I'm going to try to figure out a way to get up to the surface there. Okay, so now I'm going to, let's see, I probably need to place a temporary block right there, and then put this one at the top of it. And whoops. So I think I've got it actually going the wrong way. So let's put another temporary block on here. Take that back, and then we're going to put it at the bottom of the top block, open it, and then clear these temporary blocks. And I'm going to do that for the other 2. So I've gathered up some stuff and I think I'm ready to solve the situation. So according to the wiki, if you put a block directly over the hole, it will prevent the water from freezing even in a biome like this. So we'll give it a try. I read it though, and I don't understand why that the ice block didn't give me water back when I was breaking it. That's strange. All right, and then as I go down here, all I need to do is chop down these ladders, and the water will lower over. What's going on? What's going on? Why was I not on the ladder? That was the weirdest thing ever. So now I have to get out from under here somehow. That's weird. Also, I was like flowing into that. I seem to be having. I guess maybe I went into flying mode. Oh, that was weird. So, like I was saying, I've got a couple stacks of kelp here. And now I'm going to run these up the length of this water pipe. Well, first I'm going to grab full oxygen if I can. And then I'm going to do it as quickly as I can. Going all the way up to the top. So there we go. We have a bubble column going up to the surface now. And, oh, I'll have to pearl out of here. Okay, so I've got all the leaves in place. I'm going to move the villagers on top of the leaves, and in order to do that, so here's the maintenance tunnel that I dug over here. I think I'm going to put a line of, boy, it probably would have been smarter to bamf up there first. Cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is put a line here of rails so that when they drop the villagers down this chute, they will land here. Actually, before I drop them down here, I'm going to go research whether mine carts take fall damage. I think that's a good topic to research before I try this. So this is where we're going to go right through the mountain with my line of minecarts. Okay, I think we're ready to get this guy out of here. Little by little. And now, just to show you how difficult it is to transport villagers, here's a quick time lapse. And that's what it takes to get one guy into there. All right, now I'm going to go start the whole process over again. So I can't remember where I put the villager. Can you hear him? It might be a different villager, but I can hear him down here somewhere. So I think I have no choice but to dig up all this to try to find the hole where I left him. There he is. Hello, Mr. Man. All right, let's get you out of here. Come on. Oh, where are you going? Come on. Ah, he went right in there by himself. And that's it. Oh, yeah, that's two of them in there. Oh, let's go down and see. Oh my gosh, I have no room left in my inventory. There they are. I love it. Two guys in. Okay guys, so I'm back in the village breeder cave with a new charcoal box full of basically all of the food that I can carry. So I'm going to put 9 of these stacks in my inventory and I'm going to feed it to my 2 villagers and hope that they will breed. I'm going to get all of these into my hot bar just to make it a little easier to feed them. All right, and yeah, so I took the water out of the bottom. I also made all the beds and threw them here, and now I'm just going to throw these guys all of these carrots and try to get them happy. Oh, they're falling through because I didn't close that trapdoor. So, big mistake. All right, so let's throw them some more carrots. See, the carrots just land right there on the door. Hopefully they're picking those up. You can see they're kind of shut. There they go. Yay, they're already breeding. All right, let me get down here and see if we get a little guy. There he is. And that's it. We have a working villager breeder, guys. So this has been a tough episode to do just because villagers and water and everything else are so hard to work with. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I don't want you to think that I had a bad time. It's always a good time playing Minecraft. It's always a good time achieving things in this wonderful game. And I would like you to come back and enjoy more episodes with me. And I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. Send me a comment if you have any questions or concerns. And I'll see you in the next episode.